I got into the marriage when co-parenting was already working well.
Sure.
I had to now just be brought on board to say, okay, this is how things work.
Sure.
Right? I have a very good relationship with the primary parent.
Yeah.
And whenever the kids need anything, I think Jazz has also drilled it in, they come to me. But there's that constant reminder, and this is advice to people that actually want to get into blended families.
Sure.
And something that my mom always once mentioned, that remember, when you get into this, you are not replacing the biological parent. And you also learn to sacrifice. Because now you're not only just thinking about Lerato and my children that I came into the marriage with. You can't afford to be selfish, which is easy to do.
Ooh,
right?
It
because
is.
With Jazz's ex-wife, she said to me, Lerato, I trust you with my kids. Ooh. And I trust the fact that you will parent them well and with love when they are in your care. So if you need to discipline like any other parent would. Oh, so that also in Pile Power. Sorry, Kamo. You feel mad. Like to really stand in my own home with authority, with power, to be able to discipline. I came into an environment that was ready to accept me, to absorb me. So I couldn't take away from it. I'm there to add on to it and to build, right? So luckily and fortunately for me, I got into a marriage where my husband was already co-parenting and co-parenting well. Ooh.
And welcome to Bond and Blend with Maletsalo, a show that presents both challenges and joys of blended family life. I am your host, Maletsalo Ngwechevanaring. In today's episode, we will be unfolding a journey of a beautiful lady, your blended family. We will be unfolding her blended family journey. She will be sharing her story. The dynamics, remember, I said it, for a blended family, it's not one size fits all. Our situation differs and we learn through each other's story, right? Lerato, thank you for making time to come and share your beautiful story with us.
Thank you for having me.
Who is Lerato?
Wow. Everybody always asks that question, and I find it to be so difficult to answer.
Of course.
But I am Lerato Simelane, a full-time mom. And in my spare time, I work a corporate job, 9 to 5. Okay. I'm a wife. I'm a stepmom. I am a sister. I'm an aunt. These are roles that I really do take passionately. Sure. And I consider myself to be quite blessed to be in those positions. So yeah, that's me.
Lemukwil, she mentioned she's a stepmom. That's the main interest why she's sitting there. We want to unfold that. Yeah. Just before we get into that, take us back into your childhood, into your childhood journey. And I'm asking this because somehow we are who we are because we were.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Spot on. So I was actually, I always say I consider myself to be quite blessed to have grown up in a family unit with both my mom and my dad.
Sure.
And I'm the youngest of 5. And you actually happen to be my sister-in-law.
I did not mention that. I knew somehow it would automatically come.
Sister-in-law.
Sure.
But yeah, growing up originally from Tzaneen, Limpopo, but I grew up in Johannesburg. I started preschool actually in Joburg, living with just only my dad. And then it happened that the rest of my family joined us in Johannesburg. Went to school, went to high school, went to varsity. And yeah, now I am a grown-up woman with my own family, and I'm married and I have my own children. Yeah.
Isn't it that beautiful?
Too beautiful.
Sure.
Too beautiful.
I love that. What's your favorite comfort food? How do you feeling good?
Yo, malana. Malana. And
Never
fried what do we call them in English? Intestines.
Sure.
Right? Chicken
Sure.
intestines.
Sure.
And if I just eat that, ka'acha and pap, I'm good.
Nothing
I'm good.
fancy.
Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy at all.
And I always say, Hore, things like body sushi, they don't hit that part in you, especially when you're from Limpopo. I don't know with other people, but Limpopians, sushi doesn't do anything. Unless after when you get home, you get that dish.
Yes. So fine, I'll go eat it outside, but when I get home, I want that pap with malan.
Yeah.
Or morodo.
Oh, yeah.
Or masonja.
Ooh, my favorite.
So yeah.
And that's who you are.
That's who I am. That's who I am.
So what is it that you're looking forward to in the next coming months?
Sure. The next coming months, I think striking a balance. Okay. And I don't think I'll ever get it right, but really getting better at it.
Okay.
You know, amongst being a wife, being a mom, being an employee.
Sure.
And still having the time to prioritize Lerato and what Lerato needs and what Lerato wants. So striking that balance with the multiple hats that I wear on a daily basis, that's what I look forward to.
Balance.
I
still suffer to date.
Yeah.
I'm one of the guilty people.
Yeah.
In terms of balancing, but I take it day at a time because I've realized some days you can give it your 90% and some you just up until 10% of it. But when you have a supportive partner, they meet you halfway. It's always beautiful. So tell me, how many kids do you have and how old are they? They have to know. I know she will have to tell you guys.
No problem. So I am blessed with 4 beautiful children. The oldest being 21. And then I've got a son who is 13.
Okay.
The first 2 are my stepchildren. So I found my husband with these lovely, amazing kids that have now become my children as well. And then I've got 2 of my own. The first one being, how old is she now? 2 and about 4 months old.
Somewhere there.
And then my youngest being 8 months.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sebenzile.
Yeah, no.
That's a nice thing.
And and that's it.
And once a woman says this, indeed,
no.
I feel we are the one that decide finally.
Yeah. Jazz, you heard it. I know you'll be watching this. So if you didn't know, boom. We're done.
So what is one thing that you wish you could have known before starting a blended family? Before being in a blended family?
Sure. That's a tough one. Because I don't think you'll ever
prepare yourself for it.
Yeah. You can never prepare yourself for it and you'll never know everything. You learn as you go.
Of course.
Right? Sure. One thing I wish I knew before I got in. That it's going to be beautiful. That it can be beautiful.
Yeah.
I think you go in and you're nervous. Right? What if they don't like me? What if it doesn't work? You know, what if they cause friction between my husband and I? You know?
Sure.
But also, on the other hand, it can be beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think I've been fortunate and blessed enough for it to be beautiful.
Oh, that's nice.
So if only I knew that it can actually be more than beautiful. Oh, goodness. There wouldn't have been a hesitation of any sort.
Oh, that's true because when you come from, I get to be if it's black family setup, the picture of a blended family, it's not always beautiful.
You are spot on because growing up, like I mentioned earlier on, I grew up in a family unit with both my mom and my dad.
Sure.
And to me, in my eyes, that was perfect, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I aspired you know, for in my own personal life. And, you know, as a girl, you'll write in your diary, one day when I meet my husband, I want my husband to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I never thought I would get married to a man who has kids.
Ooh.
But then when the heart wants what it wants,
I'm telling you.
Then it's another story.
And also, when we decide, God plans.
Yes.
This is the plan for you.
Absolutely.
There's nothing you can do about it.
There is nothing you can do.
How did your parents find out your partner has kids? Remember, you don't have kids. And I think, Libona, they had certain expectation that our little baby, she doesn't have kids, which is great. We're hoping for this and this and this and this. When did they know, and how did they take that?
So for me, it was a bit awkward.
Sure.
They actually found out from someone else that I am dating this man.
Sure.
And this man has kids.
Ooh-loo-loo.
You know, so by the time I got to actually tell my story, they had already known.
For sure, never ready, but
yes,
we waiting.
They were so ready. And funny enough, my mom was the one that was very hesitant, very against it, if I can say that, to be like, oh my gosh, my youngest girl, my lovely daughter, my educated one, my clever girl, my brilliant one. I want more for you. You know, I want this, I want that. She had aspirations for me, but clearly that wasn't God's plan, right?
Yeah.
So she wasn't that supportive of it when we started.
Sure.
And because I'm a diehard daddy's girl, right? And we spoke a lot with my dad. And eventually my dad was the first one to turn around to say, you know what, if this is something that you want, I trust you and you've got a good head over your shoulders. If this is what you want, I support you 100%. And he actually said to me, you know what, give your mom time.
Yeah, she will come around.
Let's plan to go out together. And you know, Daddy, anything that meant food. Yeah. He was happy to go to. And then we finally had lunch all together, and that's where they got to meet him.
What did they think? What did they say? Because we're meeting this person. I'm waiting for that moment with my kids where I go see their partner, and then Harboa.
Yes.
We talk about it.
You debrief. My dad was like, "No, I'm happy."
What was their point of view?
My dad was very happy.
I can imagine.
Yeah, Daddy was very happy. My mom, you know, she doesn't really share that much. She's just like, okay, we'll see.
Yeah, if
it goes, and if it works,
yeah,
you know. But yeah, my dad was the most supportive through it.
But also, you know what I'm thinking as you're speaking. With your mom not really taking it well in the beginning. Yeah. I think they have a different picture.
Absolutely.
And they have a different experience of blended family, of raising someone else's kids.
Yeah.
And hence we are here to share our story.
Yes.
To share the little knowledge we have from our own experience. It's not like we're even reading it in a book.
Yeah.
To share it, to show Hore, it can be done.
Yeah.
And the moment we're speaking about it, we're also accepting it, Hore. This is the norm.
Yeah.
And love can still be found with or without kids.
Yes.
So I think Nali a bit worried of how are you going to handle that.
Yeah.
But our journeys are different.
Our journeys are
Mommy
different.
and daughter's journey.
Yes.
It's whole different. We're just living a whole different life.
Yes, yes.
So how did you meet your significant other? Simelane.
I met him at work. I met him at work, but being the girl that thought, you know what, I would never date at work. You know, I'm there to focus. I'm there to do what I need to do. But funny enough, we met at work and we were both starting at that workplace on that very same day. So we're both starting in a new job at a new organization together. And that's how we met.
Lerato.
What's working? What's working? And that's how we met.
Jeez, that's beautiful, guys. Love is everywhere. Let's get some I met mine Kokawash, you guys know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Please, living open-minded. Don't just look it down. So how did you work to build your relationship with your stepkids? How's the relationship, firstly?
It's very good, if I can say.
Sure.
I think I came into an environment that was ready to accept me, to absorb me. So I couldn't take away from it. I'm there to add on to it and to build, right? So luckily and fortunately for me, I got into a marriage where my husband was already co-parenting and co-parenting well.
Oh, I hear you.
Right.
Yeah.
So by the time I got in, that's why I was there to add and even make it better.
I hear you.
Not
That's
detract
beautiful.
from it. So I was very, 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 very blessed. And of course, we had some ground rules, of course. The way my relationship actually moved quite fast with my husband, I got to meet the kids and I met the eldest one first. I met her first and we hit it off from the get-go.
Okay.
I think girls being girls, it was easier for me to connect with her.
Yeah.
But the youngest was let me say, a bit more effort.
Sure.
Right? That's my boy.
Yeah.
And it takes work, and every day it's work to
Yeah.
connect, to be there for him, because he's younger, right? He processes things a lot different compared to my oldest.
Sure.
So yeah, it's a beautiful, perfect, working, blended family. It has its hiccups,
Sure.
but we work at it. We work at it.
So you spoke about co-parenting. You
Yeah.
found the co-parenting
Yeah.
really good between the parents.
Yes.
So are you part of the co-parenting now? When you got in, do you communicate with your stepkids' other parent?
Yeah. So I got in and it was already working. And one of the rules that we had set was that I would only meet her once we were married.
Sure.
Right?
Oh, you even met?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
So we happen to be very close.
Yeah, no, that's
Extremely
beautiful.
close. So we have a very good and healthy relationship.
Sure.
She is the primary parent of our kids.
Sure.
So she stays with them full time and they come to us to come and visit us.
Yeah.
Like very frequently,
Sure.
Literally every second week
I know.
we are
Yeah.
with them,
Yeah.
right? And she is such an amazing woman. I must say that myself. She is phenomenal. I think my husband was blessed to have found such amazing woman that could work and still try and keep a perfect family unit for the sake of the kids.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so we've got a very good relationship, and I actually speak to her. I find myself speaking to her more than she speaks to Jazz, funny enough. We are the ones that literally organize, okay, when are the kids coming?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness,
yeah.
okay, I will drop them off. Oh, the kids need this, the kids need that. I'm present in the kids' lives. If they
Sure.
can't do anything, I'm taking them to sports. I'm doing pickups, I'm doing drop-offs, wherever we can, to the extent that even with my own kids,
Yeah.
if
She
my
will
own
ask.
biological kids,
Yeah.
if I cannot do anything for them, she's happily ready to step in to say, oh, okay, no, our kids happen to go to the same school as well, so she can easily say, no, I'll drop them off. Or Kamo can also pick up her sisters and her brother and take them to school. So we've got a phenomenal working relationship.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I sense a high level of maturity.
Yeah.
Another level of maturity, guys.
Yeah.
Please do not try this at home. And this is why you should not try it at home. As a fan.
Yes.
And one needs to be very, 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 very matured. To do that.
Extremely matured, but also at the same time, I think Jazz played a very important role in making sure that I am comfortable.
I hear
before I even got into the relationship. So unfortunately, or fortunately for him, actually, it was me asking Hore, actually, what happened between you and your ex-wife?
Sure.
Right? How is the parenting style? And that was me asking him the very same question every single day.
Yeah.
And him being open and vulnerable enough to answer my questions
Sure.
truthfully and honestly until I was satisfied to a point where I understand this relationship where I don't feel threatened.
Sure. When they co-parent, you don't question your position.
I don't question my position at all,
this is
because
beautiful.
he has made sure I am so secure that hailo dropa of bana no, you're not allowed to get into the house, or she's not allowed to get into my house, stuff like that. No. So it was a lot of groundwork before I got into the picture and me being comfortable in my position.
Oh, and I think Luena also, when you got in, you were very matured to handle all of those things, and also the healing around the separation between your husband and his ex. Like, I feel there's a lot of work being done in the background.
Absolutely.
Behind the scene. And this is beautiful because your kids are benefiting a lot.
Absolutely.
I was speaking to Kamu earlier on. She was so happy. You'll get to see that part. She was so happy. It was meant to be a surprise when we get there, but this forces me to talk about it. She was so happy. Then I can tell. I can tell her the parents are okay. It always reflects on our kids when we're not doing the work.
Yes.
The work needs to be done. Lerato, it's beautiful what you say. As a stepmom, was there ever any moment that made you feel like an outsider? Like that made you feel, Hore, you just not.
Yeah, not an outsider, but there's that constant reminder. And this is advice to people that actually want to get into blended families.
Sure.
And something that my mom always once mentioned,
Yeah.
that remember, when you get into this, you are not replacing the
Oh
biological
yes.
parent.
Oh yes. Say that again. You're not.
You are not there to replace the biological
I love
parent.
it. I love that.
Especially if they are still alive.
Mm.
Right? You must always go in accepting, not who you will be second best,
Sure.
but accepting that this is a partnership
Of course.
and they do still have their parent.
Oh.
It will always be there. You will love, you will overextend, you will do as best as you can. Give it your all.
Yeah.
But it's a thankless job.
Oh yes.
It's a thankless job. As long as your husband continues to reassure you, to love you, to fill your cup, you are good. When I give it your all to his children because you love this man.
Oh. Guys, you just said a profound thing.
Yeah.
But when a moment your step back comes,
Yeah.
do so.
Do so.
Without feeling otherwise. Because I think most of the time in blended families, step parent, be it stepmom or stepdad, we kind of tend to feel bad when that moment, Yahore, I should take a backseat comes.
Yes.
It feels very uncomfortable. It's as if they don't appreciate my presence.
Yes.
When they say, they want two parent mama. When Ashala, I'm going with my mom and dad.
Yes. Yes. That happens. That happens, and you need to be okay with that. You need to be comfortable with that.
As women, I believe that we are the main provider, the comfort in our home, sense of belonging in our homes. And I think that's your main role that you play as a mom when your stepkids are there. How then do you make sure that they feel comfortable and they feel hore, they are one of your own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, I've always said to them that this is home.
Sure.
For you. Do as you would do, nkare you are at your own primary home.
Sure.
Right? And I make sure that eating for us is a big thing. So we eat at the table. Right? That's our time to bond.
Sure.
They've got responsibilities and chores, even when they come to my house. Right? They've got things that they need to do. Tato knows that he needs to set the table. He needs to make sure that the plates are out. He clears the table. Kamu knows that, you know what, I need to do the dishes. I need to pack up. They treat it as if they were at their primary home.
Sure.
And that's how I make sure that they also feel comfortable in my house.
I hear you. Like, I just want to, I want you to break it down as if I'm a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Kiyokamu watla in your home. I want to say your home because, guys, if we were to be honest, a home belongs to a woman.
Absolutely.
Because we are the driver of our homes. Men are meant to hunt.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, they don't see anything. Body emotions, things that are happening in our home. They don't get a chance to see all that. But if they do, that's great. You are one of the greatest men. Your stepkids comes.
Yeah.
And then haba fitla.
It's hugs and kisses.
It's hugs and kisses.
As they step into the door.
Was this from a day, like day one?
I think I've got very emotional kids. Even with my stepkids. They are very in tune with their emotions. And maybe because they do see my husband and I embrace each other quite a lot.
Sure.
When we see each other and when we leave each other. It's always been a thing. And I think we've given it to them as well, that when they come into the house, it's hello, how are you? It's hugs, it's kisses. Even when they leave, goodbye, have a great week at school, hugs, kisses.
Then Balebona, you guys portraying that image of love and of caring, and then you know you're right.
It.
I think also automatically it goes down.
Sure. In this house.
So then we might as well, we are okay. We can, that's beautiful. So take me back into your family. I want, back or even currently.
Yeah.
do you go with your stepkids to your family side?
Yeah.
Are they welcomed?
Yeah.
Or are they feeling welcome? Do they tell you, we love going at step grandmother, step granddad, step aunt? Because
extended family.
Yes.
So for us, what we've agreed with their primary mom, that's what I'll say, is we alternate Christmases.
Sure.
So my stepkids are more than welcome. And funny enough, I think 2 years ago, we did Christmas in Zanin. And they love it because gogo.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We're going to the village. Actually, I was the one that actually appreciates it the most, but they enjoy it. They love it. And I think because they are a bit close in age in terms of their step nieces and nephews, they enjoy it even more. It feels like a holiday for them. But even when we're around in Joburg, it's easy for me when they're with us and I need to go see my mom, we go with them.
That's beautiful.
When we are celebrating something, I think the last time it was my mom's birthday and we took them out for lunch and we were with all our kids, so we all went. I think they've blended in quite well, and fortunately enough, even my own sisters,
that's beautiful,
and my own siblings, they have embraced them as well.
That's nice. So there's never a point where they felt because I'm not the biological granddaughter, the biological grandson.
I think they haven't spent too much time with them in order for them to experience it, honestly speaking. So every time they see them, it's a short visit, or it's not too long for them to be able to.
And it's always happy.
So it's always happy moments. It's never the shouting experience where they've seen gogo, step gogo angry or sad or They don't know that side of her. They know the good and great side.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So they've never had that opportunity, but the opportunities that they've had, they've really enjoyed.
Oh no, that's beautiful. Also having to add on that, guys, nagongo, don't overstay.
Yes.
When you go with your kids to the other side, don't overstay. That short moments, 30 minutes, while they're still happy and laughing, out, vamos. So it also works well in terms of building this beautiful blended family thing. Take me into your finances. How do we manage?
So like I mentioned, Jorge, I got into the marriage when co-parenting was already working well. I had to now just be brought on board to say, okay, this is how things work. Right? And I mentioned that I have a very good relationship with the primary parent. And whenever the kids need anything, I think Jazz has also drilled it in, they come to me.
That's beautiful.
So my kids come to me. They never, even if they go to their dad will probably say, no, speak to mommy. Speak to mommy about it. You need something for your hair, you're going out with a friend, you're doing this, speak to mommy. Those are extras, right? And then when we talk about the hardcore education, the hardcore needs that the kids need, of course, then hubby needs to cover all of that. And then the little things that come in, I will slip into my own pocket. I will look at what we have as a family, when and how we can do it. Lerato and I keep saying Lerato, guys. Jess Urata bo Lerato.
So they are both
the ex-wife is Lerato and I'm Lerato as well. So Lerato and I usually, I know the key moments, right? That matter. Bana ba tlhoka diaparo tša winter. Bana ba tlhoka diaparo tša Christmas. So we plan accordingly.
That's beautiful.
Bana ba tlo tlhoka stationery. So those are the things that I would look at my family budget and say, babes, remember, there be this portion of money because it needs to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the hardcore school fees, day-to-day things, he knows. He is a very responsible parent, thank God. So he takes care of all of that.
Guys, when you get married, you're just not marrying that human being that you're looking at, that handsome guy, beautiful lady. You're marrying more than that. Because now you married a responsible man that shouldn't be reminded, school fees, someone needs to be paid. One must eat. So choose well when you choose.
And you also learn to sacrifice. Because now you're not only just thinking about Lerato and my children that I came into the marriage with. You can't afford to be selfish, which is easy to do. Right? Because udula le bona. Uba bona every day. But what about the other two? that are part of our bigger family. So you need to deliberately be conscious to say, ora rena reje bogobe.
And yes, then
because my other kids need
it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to die of self almost every single day because it's easy to be selfish for your own kids.
Lerato, you just said a profound thing. And this is all because as women, we are the helpers.
Yes.
That's our functioning. And it kind of frustrates me when I find or I see a woman who's fighting their own functioning.
Yes.
I'll find him a helper, not you a helper. Meaning somehow with the baggage he has, you're going to be the helper. If you're not in a good space, do not get married. Stay
away.
Stay away.
Briganyana, work on yourself. Because
how do you handle the discipline?
Sure, discipline of what? Of me?
Like the discipline for the kids.
Oh, for the kids.
Remember you are a stepmom. Like I feel, I don't know if you can, I feel at times you walk on eggshells.
You do.
On your tippy toes.
You do. And when we got married and we were doing marital counseling.
Sure.
That was one of the big things.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, I would leave it to Jazz.
Yeah.
So let's say I've got the kids over,
Sure.
I will just say, I didn't appreciate that. Keep quiet about it. And then tell Dad when he comes back and Dad deals with it.
Sure.
Right? However, the kind of relationship that I've built with my stepkids is so good to the point that ke khona ho khala on the spot. Right? Yes, it'll lenda botlhoko, unlike how it would land with their primary parent, but at least I've voiced it. And I voice it with love.
I hear you. You basically meaning or before you discipline bond.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Before you
discipline bond. You're right. Create that relationship.
It will automatically allow you to discipline.
Yes. And you know what was the nice part? With Jazz's ex-wife. She said to me, Lerato, I trust you with my kids. And I trust the fact that you will parent them well and with love when they are in your care. So if you need to discipline like any other parent would. So that also in Pile Power. Sorry, Kamo. You feel a mad. Like to really stand in my own home with authority, with power, to be able to discipline when and how I can. And they both trust me, it's from a good place. It's not malicious.
Guys, can you see
Yeah.
Nothing will come in between this.
Yes.
Clearly, your situation is of women working together. Yes. Your husband, I don't have the power.
Yes.
I'd rather do things right.
Yes.
If we come together as women.
It's not easy.
Of course,
but it's doable for the sake of the kids.
I love it.
If you put the kids belly, it's doable.
And if she can do it, why not me and you?
Yes.
It can be done.
Yes.
It can be done. Lerato, we have a beautiful message for you. Can you hold that? Let me...
So I put it on?
Yeah, put it on. Just a sec. Let me put it here.
Hello, my love. Today you share our story on this podcast. Just wanted to take a moment to really celebrate you. Blending a family is not always easy, but I think with you it has been filled with love, patience, and grace. In fact, I don't think I know. You have embraced my children as your own. And together we have created a home that is full of laughter, understanding, and I think most importantly, unconditional love for me. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you for your kindness, your strength, and the way you make all 4 of our children feel equally cherished. There's no day where there's a sense that the 2 older ones are not yours, and I love that. Thank you for your heart. Thank you for your kindness. This is also shown with your siblings and your nephews and nieces. I think in general you are indeed a kind person. You are the heart of our home. You are the glue that holds us together, and most incredible partner I could ever ask for. I'm beyond grateful for walking this journey with you. Lerato, I love you more than words can say. And I'm so proud of you today and always. Stay real, stay beautiful, stay kind. I love you lots, like jelly tots.
He's so sweet. The part where he said you are the glue that holds the Simelane together.
Man.
The role that you play, never think.
Yeah.
It goes unnoticed.
Right?
Oftentimes we are too busy to
Yes.
give you the flowers you deserve while you're still alive.
Yes.
But I can see from outside,
Yeah.
you're doing well, Nwana Mama. And I am glad that as much as I mean it, you're also making sure that you don't raise kids that will have to heal from the traumas that the biological parent separated.
Yes.
You're doing so well. I also want to give you those flowers because I'm here to witness it, Raibona, and maybe I would be lying.
Yeah.
Or your stepkids, they are not yours. All right, we have another one. Okay, this one you'll have to hold the tablet closer to you. It's a video.
Sure.
Hi, Manzo. It's your first daughter here, Cam. And I'm just going to make this short and sweet. Like yo. Okay, I probably shouldn't call my mom short. But anyway, I'm just back from school and I made this video just to say thank you so much for all that you do for me. I'm able to go to school because you are one of the reasons why I can go to school. Thank you so much for loving my dad. Thank you for loving us like your own. And I'm in the rain. I'm in the rain.
The drama.
How much I love you. And I can also sacrifice
Wow.
a lot for you because you always tell me that you and dad sacrifice so much in order for us to get what we need and what we want as well. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for loving us, for loving me. Okay. And loving my brother and loving us like your own. And this is a message from both of us. Sending all the love, all the kisses, all the appreciation, all the gratitude and everything in this world to you. Because you coming into our lives has been one of the best things ever. So thank you.
It can only be Kamo.
I like the part where she said, you see, I'm also sacrificing. Then meaning they see the sacrifices.
Absolutely.
You're doing so well.
And we are not shy to talk about it.
You're doing so well.
Yeah.
Lerato, thank you so much for making time to share this beautiful journey. I've learned a lot myself. A lot. So now, if there's someone out there who's about to start a blended family or already they are in it and they are all confused,
Hey, what's that game?
What can you say to them?
Give it your all.
Give it your best.
Give it your best. Put your best foot forward. Right? Make sure that if you want to go into this, you go in wholeheartedly or don't do it at all.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy.
Yes.
Inyaka pilu, inyaka patience, inyaka lerato, inyaka all of you. Because there's so many people involved in this. So give it your all or don't do it.
Sure. Give it your all or don't do it. And when you're giving it your all, I want to say it on your words. When you're giving it your all, just know that He will never leave or forsake you.
Yeah.
Because God always comes.
Yeah.
Comes to rescue us. For in fact, He knows. Yeah. And Nakongo, we don't know how we did it. But they were beautiful. So this is how we will wrap out this episode. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button because you can't miss all of this. The future, the ones that are coming, you can't miss them. You can't. And the only way not to miss them is when you hit that subscribe button and more horoskadi misalo feed. Hit that bell. It didn't when I drop the new episode. Thank you from me, your host Maletswalo. That's it for today. See you on the next one.